Hello traders, today we're going to take a look at the Autopilot Trading System. This is a trading system that places trades for you. It buys, it sells, it has trailing stop, break even, all that good stuff. So what this trading system does is it looks for price action patterns and then places buys and sells, and it also manages the trade. I'm going to show you that in just a moment. Now before we begin, remember that trading is risky. Please don't trade with funds. You cannot afford to lose. There are risks involved with trading. So when you take a look here at the type of chart that I'm using, this is an 8-range chart. And the 8-range chart is based on every candle being exactly 8 ticks, and that's why it's called an 8-range chart. So if you look at every single candle, it has a high to low of exactly 8 ticks. All right, the first trade of the day. Typically we like to start after 10 o'clock, so it's about 10:13, but it doesn't mean that you can't trade pre-market or before 10 o'clock. It's just my preference because I don't want to get caught up with any type of news. So right now what you're seeing is a buy stop and a sell stop. Now I don't know the direction the candles themselves are going to go. So this is a breakout strategy trying to go in the direction that the price action, the market, is telling us it's going, and that's why in this case it went and filled short. So right now the market gave us a short position. It's just one contract, so it's about $50, $25, $37. So right now it's not really moving. The volatility isn't really pushing that hard. But one thing you're going to notice is that the buy limit target is 47.64 quarters. So in this example, the target is about 100 ticks from where we got filled. And that is a very large target. And the reason for that is if there are any stops or any losses, they are going to be much smaller. So our goal is to have a big move where we get filled on a larger profit target, and if there are any stops or any losses or any losing trades, they are much smaller. So right now it's about $75, $25 break even. At any time you can click close on this trade. So in this case the trailing stop came behind it, and instead it gave us a losing position of about 3 ticks. So this is a 3-tick loss, about $37.50. I'm going to round that up. Let's say that the loss with any type of commissions and slippage, let's say it's a total of a $50 loss. Now this is reasonable. What we really don't want to do is have large losses. We don't want to have these large, big stops against us. So the idea behind the Autopilot Trading System is not only to get us into a trade, but also to manage the trade with a trailing stop, a break even, and there's something else that I've included. You've probably seen it in the videos. Part of the strategy of the system is to say if the market is moving against us by 2 candles, so we entered into a trade, and after 2 bars or 2 candles, whether it be on a tick chart or a minute chart and a range chart, close the position because it's not going in our favor. So the stop was hit either on a trailing stop, or if we had 2 consecutive candles that are not going in our direction, it helps us get out of the trade at a smaller loss. So really the goal is get out at a smaller loss and ride the much bigger winners of 80 ticks, 100 ticks. Again, at any time you can close the position. All right, this is the second trade of the day, and this now is a long position. And the same thing is going to happen. The trailing stop is going to follow behind it. We have a break even that's going to also kick in, and we have that large target. I believe this is only 80 ticks, and so again a much larger target. So remember, the first trade was a losing trade. The second trade here, we're going to try to make that up to at least a break even, if not the entire target of 48.14. A couple other things that the Autopilot Trading System does: it does not use any other type of methodology. So for those of you who have the Trade Scalper or the Atlas line or the At the Open or the Blueprint, the Autopilot Trading System is independent, does not use any of the other methodologies. In addition, if the Autopilot Trading System makes a certain amount per day, you can set that at $100 a day, at $500 a day, at $50 a day, whatever you you decide that you want it. We recommend between $400 and $500. I think that is reasonable under the current market conditions. We're just trading one contract, so we're not really looking for the $10,000 day. Although, if you do trade multiple contracts or multiple micro contracts, you can up that value to $1,000 or $2,000. These are just a recommendation of $400 or $500. It will shut down the system. So as an example, right now the system is about $200 that it is in profit. If you clicked close right now, you would bank the $200 minus the $37 or $50 that was lost in the first trade that just occurred. So at any point in time, you can close the position. If you instead want to ride it up all the way to 48.14, you can. So in this case, you can see that the trailing stop is behind it, it's protecting you. This is going to be a winning trade, and not only that, it has absorbed the previous losing trade. If you have any questions on the Autopilot trading system, visit DayTradeToWin.com and get a free member account. Download the news indicator, download the ABC indicator. It's all included in that free member account that we offer at DayTradeToWin.com. If you have any questions, reach out. Until next time, good trading.